Yeah, when I don't drive this car, I get depressed. It's that simple. It's Friday, so it's day 5 of the busy day. Just done a post run in Betty the Fairmont today. Not the best car for doing post runs in, because she's quite ruinously expensive on the fuel. But yeah, lovely views here. You are technically allowed to park here at this time of year. The parking restriction runs just part of the year, but everyone parks here anyway, because where else are you going to park? To just pop in to the post office. It's always a challenge, but I'll get you strapped up and we'll carry on. And away we go. The usual singy-song nature of the Ford Fairmont AU. It's BTR transmission. So it's been quite a busy morning already. It's getting on for 11 o'clock. We've had to do some packing of merchandise. I've had to order some more packaging as well. And we've actually ordered some more stock. So Foxan shirts in blue is going to be a new one for us. So they should be in stock with us hopefully within a week or two. So that would be good. We will be looking to update other stock lines as well, but it's just incredibly busy at the moment. And income has been hit somewhat by all the car stuff. Some of you have noticed it's been a very expensive week so far. That is definitely true. It's definitely more expensive than I was perhaps anticipating. Plus, that's allied to the fact in January, YouTubers' income from YouTube itself drops by quite a large amount. It can be as low as a third of its usual income, because advertisers aren't advertising, so YouTube just give you a smaller cut because it's a smaller pie, effectively. Oh, Betty's just kicked her heater fans in. Yeah, that is an issue. So, but it's when I need to spend the money. In addition to everything you've seen, we've also bought a used engine for Shemi. That's another £230 delivered. I've already got a cam belt kit for it. I think I'm going to take the clutch off the old engine, because that clutch hasn't actually done very many miles. It was replaced just before we got the car. So hopefully Shemi the Charade will be back in action. The Matiz is still away. The cat should arrive for it today. I'm sure everyone's right, but there is an underlying issue that's causing some problems with the cat. But aftermarket cats are a bit notoriously rubbish. So it could just be that 3 years is about all you get out of a cat these days. But we shall see. Hopefully Myrtle will be back, so that'll be more expense. And the Fox so far, the parts bill alone for the Fox is 470 odd quid. So I've been keeping James at CHG Classics very busy sending parts out, but Foxan should be transformed. A lot of that is stuff that has just been building up purely because I never fully sorted that car out. There are issues I knew about, some I didn't. So she's getting a proper sort out. But today we're going back to the unit to get Ellie out, because I decided that wasn't good enough yesterday. So we're going to take her out to at least get some fuel, get the engine warmed up, and then I've got some more hardware arriving, so hopefully we can fit the wing properly. So hopefully that will happen fairly soon. Right, the wing's held pretty well. That's not going to fly off just driving down the road, but we do need to get Ellie dressed again before we can go. Let's start with the boot lid. Slide this onto the sliding hinge. There we go. Oh, not quite lined up. There we go. There we go, boot lid back on, and now the door. These both use sliding hinges, makes life nice and easy. Oh. There we go, beautiful. Can't even tell it's held on by cable ties. Right, hopefully Ellie will be overjoyed at seeing some action, and we'll start nice and promptly. Promptly-ish. Come on, old girl, I haven't left you that long. We'll just let her warm up a bit and then we'll get on our way. So all we're doing is just going to fill her up, but I think that'll make me feel better. She'll have a full tank of fuel, and yeah, I will definitely feel better about things. This car is like my antidepressant. When I don't drive it, oh, too little choke. Oh dear. Yeah, when I don't drive this car, I get depressed. It's that simple. So we need to have some adventures because she's not doing very many miles at the moment. And that makes me sad as well. But we've got some big trips coming up and I might use her for at least one of them. And yeah, should be good fun. We were actually meant to be doing something else today, but that got cancelled. So it's actually given us a day to try and catch up with admin. But I thought filming admin does not look very exciting, even if it's still part of our busy week. So we've done a bit of admin. I'm going to go for a play and just fill Ellie up. And then there's more admin to do. We've got to do more store planning. We've got to do some event planning as well, because obviously we want to hold some Hubnut socials all around the UK. We've got to investigate venues, try and come up with dates at work and make those happen. So there's plenty to be getting on with. It's yeah, very, very busy. I mean, I love it, and I love all aspects. I love doing the merchandise. We've been sending stuff off to New Zealand and Canada today. But it is, as the business has grown, it has become a bigger and bigger thing. To think, I started off just doing one style of sticker, and then we had one t-shirt. I think the Tuck shirts were the first shirts we did. Then we did the Mighty Dacia shirts. Mighty Dacia, by the way, still off the road with its clutch issues. I do need to get in touch with Rich and see what we can do about that. And I do know it recently filled up with water as well, so some seals have gone. So poor Mighty Dacia starting to struggle a bit. We've got a bit of moisture coming out well before the engine gets up to temperature. But revving the engine is how you operate the fan, because the engine fan is your heater fan. But once we get moving, I'm sure she'll be okay. Here we go. Right, 20 litres of finest unleaded. Now she's happy. Just go for a little run just for a bit of exercise, I think. Oh, move over, the truck coming in, give him a bit of swing room. That was a bit risky, I would say. Body rolling. Yeah, at some point I'm going to have to bite the bullet and get a new engine for Ellie. Because that's not a healthy noise, although it's a noise she's been making for quite a bit over a year now. I think maybe the 80-mile-an-hour run down the German Autobahn wasn't such a good idea in hindsight. Lots of wind noise in the 2CV, as you can hear. I really haven't done that much driving with my new roof yet. Yeah, this is my little joy machine. So that's going to be the end of this busy little week series. Yeah, it hasn't entirely gone how it was meant to go this week, but nonetheless, I've had a nice time, and I hope you've had a nice time watching. Oh, here comes the Manta. So that's the Opel Manta I did a video on. It's nice to see that out and about. He uses that as a daily transport all year round. Fair play to him. What a lot of fun that car was. And I drove it along this very road indeed on my video. it's an entertaining place to be. Oh, Land Rover with its hazard lights on. Does that mean it's broken down? Almost certainly. There's a good chance to get the oil up to temperature and have a bit of fun in early the 2CV. Enjoy the body roll. Oh, I love 2CVs. They're just the best cars to drive. They're not refined, they're not quiet, they're so much fun. So there we go. At the end of that busy week, I'm out in my favourite little car. And as much as I love Tuck and Betty and Giselle, this is number one. This is the car I've owned for over 20 years. I don't think that's a record that's all that likely to be broken. I don't want to think about how old I'll be in 20 years time. But yeah, she's hanging in places. Look, we've got rust coming in here as well. That's developed while she's been in the unit. The seal's hanging off. The rear wing on the other side is held on with cable ties. There is much to do, and we will do it. So expect to see more progress on the Leader 2CV this year. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can head to the store. We've got some Power Less is More t-shirts. We've got quite a few Power Less is More mugs, and now the new larger style, an extra 30mm for extra tea satisfaction, beanie hats and all the other stuff. And I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Farewell.